So we're looking at week 16. This is going to be your Unit 7 assessments. So this is a little different this time around, so make sure you pay attention to what I'm saying. So you will still have a multiple choice test, so you can find that here. You also have a project, but the project details are a little different this time. So I especially want to go over that. So again, you're going to see like what you need to do, what you need to submit. You're going to notice that there is no planning guide due for this project. What you need to do instead is a video. So I'm going to go into that in a second. But I also want to point out that for this project, you're going to create an app. It's going to have to use a data set in code.org. It's pretty much everything that you had to do for Unit 6, only you need to switch from using global variables to get your user inputs to local variables that are created inside of the on event and then require you to use a parameter in your function call, an argument in your function call and a parameter in your function definition. So hopefully from last week you watched that video on how to plan your app with that planning guide and the structure and that Netflix project that I created, because that is what you need to do for this Unit 7 project. So what I'm going to allow you to do is, because most of you created a Unit 6 project that was either very good or really close to what you need for Unit 7. Because again, the only changes between 6 and 7 are the fact that you have to add the local variable, the argument, and the parameter. So I am going to let you reuse your Unit 6 project. So if you want to do this, there are a couple of things that you need to do. So first, in Canvas for Unit 6, when I graded it, I always put feedback in the comments for that assignment. So you need to look at the feedback I gave you from Unit 6 and correct your project. Right? If you didn't have the pattern fully implemented, you need to get it implemented. Whatever you need to fix, you need to fix. You then need to copy your code from Unit 6 into the Unit 7 lesson that we're using. The easiest way to do this is just to go to code.org, switch from block mode to text mode, copy all of your code, go to Unit 7, Lesson 10, Level 1, and paste your code in. Right? The only thing you need to do after that is transfer your UI elements over. There's no easy way to do this other than manually recreating it in Unit 7, but it should only take about 4 or 5 minutes to do that. All right, that'll give you your starting point for this Unit 7 project. If you want to start from scratch, you can, but you can reuse your Unit 6 if you want. So first thing first, correct that project, get it working. If you need help with this, come see me. Right? Come to an advisement, come before school, come during lunch. I can walk you through how to fix your app. For Unit 7 and for your midterm, you need this to be correct. So you don't want to keep making the same mistakes, right? So just bite the bullet, come in for like 15 minutes. We will fix your Unit 6 app and set you up for Unit 7. So from there, you are going to code Unit 7. These are your requirements. You're going to notice the only thing that's really changed is that your program must have an argument and a parameter, right? Beyond that, you just need to make sure that you're doing things in the right spot. So you need to make sure your if-else statement is in your function, not your on event. Your Boolean expression, it's in your function, not in your on event. Your loop needs to be in your function, not your on event. You're setting your text for your outputs. All of that has to be in your function, and you should only have one function to do all of this. Again, rewatch that video on how I created the Netflix app and just follow that pattern. So you're going to code this Unit 7, make the changes that you need to make from Unit 6, make sure you do it all in Unit 7, Lesson 10, Level 1. So the first thing you're going to submit is this code. So in code.org, just submit your app. The second part of this is you need to create a video of your app running. This is going to be part of your AP exam, and we're going to practice it for both Unit 7 and for your midterm that's going to start next week, I believe. So to do this, you need to use a software that comes with Canvas called Screencast-O-Matic. And if you click on this link, it's going to take you this document that's going to walk you through how to install this software on your computer. So just go step by step. There's like 15, 16 steps that you need to follow. But it will tell you exactly where to go in Canvas, what to click, right? It's going to get it installed, and then you're going to open it. You're going to set it up so that it records the correct part of your screen. Turn off the mic, turn off the audio, record your app. You'll click the pause button, click that you're done. You're going to give it a name, click upload. Once it's uploaded, hit continue. Go back to Canvas. You'll see your video. Click on your video, right? You can watch it and preview it. Once you're good, you can click the three dots and click download media. That is the video file that you are going to upload. As far as the requirements for your video, there's not a lot, but they are important. So make sure your video is less than 10 or 30 seconds, right? Most of you will do about 10 to 15 seconds, and that is completely fine. The only thing that you need to show in your app is that your app runs and produces two different outputs. So in my video for the Netflix app, I would just show me selecting 2 or 3 different options in my drop down. Pause for a second so that I can see that the output changed, and then stop my video. All right, that's it. And again, make sure that your mic and your computer audio are off. This is in the instructions before you do this, because if there's anything in your app that identifies you individually, then the College Board will not take your video. So there can be no voices. There can be nothing regarding your app code. They only want to see your app. If your inputs require like a name, make sure it is not your name that you are typing in. Make sure there's nothing in your app as far as images or text that refer to your name. It's got to be completely vanilla that way, right? There can be nothing that identifies you. There is a link here to what your app should look like. All right, so again, we are only capturing the app, no code. And if you kind of watch this play, you'll see this one, they're typing in a zip code to finding free Wi-Fi's in the New York area. So he typed in a zip code. You can see this drop down populate. He changes the zip code, and you can see a second output being generated. You just need to show 2. I believe this video they're actually going to show 3 because the third one's going to find no locations. So he showed 3 outputs. You only need to show 2. All right. So that's pretty much it for the project. You just need to make sure it has all of these requirements. You can use your Unit 6. Come see me if you need help, because if your Unit 6 isn't right, or if this Unit 7 isn't right, you're in a bad spot for the midterm. So make sure you come by and see me so we can make sure that you're doing this correctly. The only other things that you need to do this week are the multiple choice test that's due by Sunday night, and then make sure that you do your weekly check-ins.